They say humans are social.
Battle Royale, Battle Royale, Battle Royale. What is going on, guys? It's your boy TKD123 here, and today we have another Battle Royale news update to talk about here, involving the PlayStation and a unlikely candidate for it coming to the actual platform. So on the PS4, we have a few options to play BR right now, and a few that are coming up in the near future. For now, we have Fortnite and H1Z1 being the main two. We have Realm Royale coming out in a few months' time, as well as the big AAA Battle Royale modes that have Black Ops 4 involved with their Blackout mode, and of course Battlefield 5 as well, amongst a bunch of others as well that are coming to the market here in the fall of 2018. But of course, one of the biggest Battle Royale games, you know, that's really just 1 and 2 with Fortnite is of course PUBG. PUBG being on the PC mainly, and then went on to Xbox's early access program late last year in 2017. And they also announced here at Gamescom 2018, which we have a cross-circle episode coming up tomorrow, where myself and Christian go over a bunch of big news updates that came along with the Gamescom 2018, so make sure to go check out that once it gets uploaded tomorrow on Cross Circle episode 10. Now, going over what they have said in terms of PUBG and Microsoft during the conference, they also stated that PUBG will actually be leaving Xbox One's game preview type of, you know, access and stuff like that. They will be leaving that game preview and be a full standalone game officially on September 4th. And while technically, you know, it's not really the biggest news in the world about a game going from early access to full release, just because it's not like going gold with a game. You know, when you go gold with a game, the game is finished and done before it even hits the market. With early access, it's essentially just, you know, Microsoft saying that, hey, PUBG and Bluehole brought their game over here to Microsoft's early access program, and they were able to develop the game further on and support the game overall through the Microsoft Game Preview early access program, and then eventually launch their game to a full complete version 1.0 state on the Xbox One at least. And so that is essentially what I feel they're doing that for, and that's why they're kind of, you know, making it a big deal in that sense, just because, hey, it's hopefully to incentivize other devs to put their early access games on the Xbox Game Preview program to be able to, you know, nurture their game and everything and have a nice community to overall support the game while it's still in development and launches to a version 1.0. And also, one of the big reasons why PUBG is even on the Microsoft platform as opposed to being on PlayStation's is because PlayStation doesn't currently have a early access program to bring on, you know, fresh games that are still in development onto the platform. They like to have their games fully complete before being on their platform and stuff like that. Obviously, that, you know, totally makes sense. But with, you know, Microsoft, they have this early access program where it's okay if your game is still in development or if it's still an ongoing service and stuff like that. It's all good. And Fortnite gets away with it because they technically have a version 1.0 with, of course, the Save the World mode. So, you know, Fortnite did originally launch back last year at around like late July, I think it was, and so it's only the Battle Royale mode that is technically still in beta technically, but you know, the overall full game that the beta is attached to, the Fortnite Battle Royale beta, is attached to the main Fortnite game, which of course already had a version 1.0 release in stores and everything and stuff like that. Well, not really in stores, because physical copies of Fortnite go for like $500 on eBay, something crazy like that, because they're super rare, super, you know, just not really available to the masses. And so those physical copies of Fortnite are a little bit more of a high commodity. But going back and tying it all back to the main story of this actual video, that is because during the PUBG trailer where they were showing, you know, this like roadmap to how they got to version 1.0 on the Xbox and stuff like that, and showing off the Xbox early access program and everything, there was actually a shot during the trailer that was their offices, of course, working on PUBG and everything, but there is a little familiar console at one of the desks of an employee at the studio. So as you can see here with the picture up on screen, you can see, of course, this man over here in the like salmon, like light orange type of shirt working on the computer and stuff like that. But to his left is a PS4 Pro that is right there chilling on the desk with him, you know what I'm saying, as he's working. And so that led a lot of people to assume that, oh my gosh, is PUBG being worked on for the PlayStation 4 right now, you know, and everything and stuff like that. All these rumors started to, you know, just come up about on Reddit and stuff like that. And I saw this article on Push Square this morning, and mainly what I want to say here is that obviously this is not a confirmation at all whatsoever, okay? Like, this is just an employee that has a PS4 chilling on his desk, you know know what I'm saying? This could literally be anything, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like that could just be his personal console that he wants to bring to work, whatever. Maybe, you know, on his break he likes to play a little Fortnite, this and the third, whatever, you know, behind the employee's back, you know, because like I'm sure you can't really play Fortnite in the PUBG offices, but I'm sure maybe, you know, he sneaks around or two, you know, on like a different window and stuff like that. But beside the point, you know, this is not really saying, you know, straight up that, you know, the PS4 is getting PUBG, but it is a little bit telling to note, and also to keep in mind what we talked about before, and that is that PlayStation does not allow early access games, or doesn't allow games in beta for the most part, to be on the platform. They just don't do that. They would like their devs to have a full finished product version 1.0 of their game before it hits the PlayStation market. But here, you know, of course, with them leaving that, you know, early access program on Xbox side, and they are becoming, you know, their like official battle royale mode is officially going to become a version 1.0 on both PC and both on Xbox. That could open the doors to you know, this you know, PUBG version 1.0 that we will see on the Xbox on September 4th. You know, that could mean that that same exact game really does just get ported to the PS4 and gets launched on PS4 in a few months later. And so technically it does make sense for them to launch the PS4 version of PUBG really by the end of the year. I think they could honestly do it. Like I think they could really pull it off and have the PS4 port for PUBG be done by the end of the year or early 2019 or something along those lines. And also something to note here that really does tell the tale that maybe, you know, the guys at PUBG and Bluehole and everything, and maybe they were, you know, just always hoping and always, you know, planning on PUBG being on PS4. That's because on the official Xbox One box art for the game, it says, quote, console launch exclusive labeled. And so obviously console launch exclusive, that means that is only going to launch exclusively on the Xbox One X console, or just the Xbox One console, excuse me, not just the X. And so that does leave it open to interpretation that, you know, at some point the PS4 will eventually get PUBG, and they knew that from the get-go, from even when they first launched the PUBG version of Xbox One back in late 2017. And so this could be a big deal heading into the fall of 2018 with, of course, other BR games that are really big, like we'll see Blackout, of course, be on the console when it launches on October 12th, as well as other big games like Battlefield's Battle Royale mode. Of course, Realm Royale is getting a lot of steam as well. So it looks like there's going to be a lot of different options to choose from, with, of course, PUBG being thrown in that mix in the PlayStation feature of Battle Royale games on the platform. But most importantly, I want to know what you guys think down here in the comments below. Are you guys excited about PUBG making it onto the PS4? Do you think it'll be a good thing for the platform? Are you like yearning for it? Or do you just feel like the Battle Royale space on the PS4 will be a little bit more convoluted and a little bit more saturated in this sense, now that we kind of have a chance, and it's really likely at this point that PUBG will make it onto PS4? Let me know all your thoughts down in the comments below. Also, make sure while you are downloaded to check out the description where you can find the Instagram and Twitter, follow us on there, and make sure to also stay subscribed to the channel and PlayStation Source to keep up with the latest and greatest on PlayStation. Thank you for watching, and as always, catch you in the next one.